Okay. How can I break this down and make it perfectly clear if you are wanting to be a full-time content creator? I'm just going to share with you my experience, my journey in terms of how we got started and how YouTube allowed us, me and my wife, to quit our jobs. It's all really, I blame YouTube. If it wasn't for YouTube, um, I don't think it would have happened, or it would have took a long time. So let me just kind of go back in time a little bit. Now, of course, just like with everybody, especially, I guess this was 12 years ago, I guess it was. And, well, a little over 12 years, I guess, a little over 12 years, maybe almost 13 now. But working full time, working a job, of course, I was working at that time. I was working for T-Mobile. I was working at a store at that time, but most of my career at T-Mobile was a corporate trainer. And then that call center shut down, and I got into retail. Long story short, my wife worked at the corporate office of J.C. Penney's there in Plano, Texas, which is a suburb of suburbia north of Dallas, Texas. So anyway, raising our kids, just working. Always, we've always been entrepreneurs. We've always done things on the side, right? But we both have always wanted to work for ourselves. We just wanted our time, and I've had it for a long time. Had that feeling for a long time. She has as well. So how did YouTube allow us to quit our jobs? Let me just kind of break it down. So with us doing different types of businesses, really not even affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing at that time, it was mostly just network marketing that we were doing. This is the early 2010s, 2020, the mid 2010s, if you will. So we just kind of did things like that for a long time, and just all really pretty much offline, a little bit of online, but we never really made any major money doing really anything like that. However, I started, let me kind of shorten this up a little bit. Eventually, I got wind of a community that was showing people how to market online. At that time, 2010, 2011, you really started to see proof of people making money online because social media was really starting to take off. It was really starting to come into its own. And people were posting pictures and videos and all that kind of stuff. And of course, you had YouTube. So things were really moving very quickly in terms of the visibility of success that people were having online. And I was like, how are they doing this? And through training, they were saying they're making videos. I'm like, I don't want to make videos. I just want to have a product, have a service or whatever I'm selling. I just want people to go buy it. And through mentorship from others and everything, they're like, bro, hey, if you really want automatic sales happening when you wake up, you look at your phone, there's just leads and sales hitting your phone all day long. You got to start making videos and you got to start putting them on YouTube. I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that or not, but eventually I just kept seeing so much success from others that were doing it. And this was even in the beginning. This was like 2011, right? So I still didn't do it. And I was just kind of learning how to market, through some other communities and everything. And the community that I was part of at the time, showing teaching people how to be online marketers. And a big part of their training, they taught a lot of different things. That platform, it doesn't even exist anymore now, but they taught a lot about a lot of different ways on how you can market online. But specifically, everything really kept coming back to video. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe that's really, from what I'm seeing, everything is about videos. Now, this is way back in like 2011, 2012. So I'm seeing like, okay, seems like everything is about videos. Now it's it just makes sense. Everything we all know now, yeah, it is. Everything is all about video. So I'm like, okay, and then unfortunately, my mom, got sick. She suffered a stroke, and so we had to start taking care of her, and that was a little bit of financial strain there for a moment, and I'm like, I got to figure something out because I don't see any light at the end of the tunnel. If we continue to do what we're doing, you're working. I'm talking about my wife. She's working. I'm working. I can't get another part-time job or anything like that because I was in management. So my hands were already tied up with the store and everything. I couldn't really make any extra money. So the only opportunity I had was to try to do it from home. Okay. So, came across an offer online that I felt like I could make money from because I saw other people making money from it, and just online posting on Facebook and stuff like that. And I was like, I had been learning some different methods and strategies, like from this one community I was telling you about. So I was like, well, okay, seems like videos and YouTube is really how to really take your business to a whole nother level. So I need to do something. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but I got to do something. I ain't got nothing to lose. Let me just start doing it. I see, and I think I understand why it works, and I'm gonna start doing that. So I kind of told myself I was going to do it, but I hadn't done it yet. And after I joined this one program, I was like, okay, I think I'm going to do videos. And then I was doing some research for one day, real quick here. This is a real quick part, but it's very interesting. I had joined this guy that was making about, at that time, $3,000 to $5,000 or some odd dollars. I'd say between 3 and 5 a week. Okay. At that time, he was maybe, I don't know, 23, 24, something like that. Maybe 22, possibly. This is a while back, so I can't quite remember, but it was like early 20s. Okay. So, and I'm like, at that time I was in my 40s, and I'm like, this guy's making money. And so I was doing some research one day, and it hit me. I'm like, how is he getting all these automatic sales? Because every time we would get paid in that program, like every Friday, right, he would do a video talking about, hey, this is what they paid me this week. He would make videos throughout the week, but on that payday, which was like every Friday, he would make a video. Hey, they just sent me another check, another $4,000 for the week, another $5,000 for whatever. He would, because I saw some of his older videos, right? So every week he would do that. And then it hit me. I'm like, how is he getting all these sales like this? And I'm like, how many videos does he have on YouTube? So I actually went to his channel and I counted how many videos he had. I'm like, okay, he's got like 30 something videos. Okay. In the last 5 or 6 weeks. Okay. Then what I did, I went to YouTube and I typed in the name of that company that we were promoting, right? And of course, he was coming up at the top. At that time, YouTube had like pages, like, right now you can just scroll, forever, right? But at that time it had like, page 1, page 2, page 3. So I would, type in the name of the company, all the videos would come up, right? But he would be like maybe number 1, maybe, number 3, number 6, number 7, number, 9, 11. And then I go to the next page. There he is again. He's got videos all over that page. Go to the third page. He's there and all those different, it's other people too. But his videos were very dominant on all those pages, right? So, and it hit me. I'm like, that's how he's doing it. He's just making these simple little videos, just really documenting his journey from like day one all the way up to what's happening, today, right? So he was just documenting. Wasn't like he was making any fancy, they weren't fancy videos. Even then, they were just shot with his phone, and he was just recording and just sharing, his experience. And it was impressive because of the type of money he was getting and the type of views he was getting. I was like, that's how he's getting all those sales, because people are researching this company and they're seeing him as an authority figure because he's got all these videos. And even though he's, very nonchalant, not dressed up at all, but he's just got a lot of stories, and it was like raw and authentic. So, matter of fact, and it made me think when I joined the business, I joined him. Why? Because he had all these authentic videos talking about the opportunity. So when I was kind of researching, like, okay, who can I join? I'm like, okay, well, I think I'm going to join him. He seems to have a lot of insight about this program because of all the videos he had. So, again, that gave me, it was a light bulb moment. I was like, so if I do the same thing on YouTube, start making a lot of content about this or whatever, about this company or whatever. Now, again, that was my thinking back then. Of course, now you really want to make more evergreen content. You can make videos about whatever it is that you're promoting or whatever your offer is as well. But at that time, I was like, you know what? Let me just I'm going to make a lot of videos about this program, and that's what I did. I uploaded the first video. I hated it. It was a cringe video. I didn't like it. I wanted to change it. It was really more of like a testimonial video, if you will. And again, that was my mindset. My mindset initially on YouTube was I want to make videos because I'm promoting this company, this affiliate program, and I want to be able to get sales from people watching my content. A lot of people are searching for information about this company. So I want to start making content. So when they search, they'll also see my videos, and maybe by chance, somebody might see my video and be like, hey, I think I like this Steve Rachel guy. Let me go ahead and plug in with him. So that was my whole thinking. So I made a little testimonial video because I had got a check from some people that I enrolled into that program. To people at my job. They don't even count because they weren't like online or anything. Just some people I told at my job. And they were like, hey, yeah, man, it makes sense because we were always, where I used to work at, it was a lot of entrepreneurs. We were all like, hustlers, like trying to make more money, doing different things, and we would talk about a lot of stuff. So I was able to get a couple people to enroll. So I wanted to make a video about it. I could have made a video even before that, just talking about what I'm learning and what I'm going to do. But again, I'm new, I'm green. I don't know any of this stuff. So I just did a testimonial video like, hey, I've been in this program for about a week and a half, told some people at my job. They saw the information and said, hey, yeah, this makes sense. And they enrolled. It was pretty much raw, uncut. I even kicked the camera a little bit. It was on like a little tripod, and I kicked it. The camera shook a little bit. I didn't want to post it. I posted it anyway because I had to go somewhere or whatever. So I just posted it anyway. I said I'll make another one. So I made another one like a week or so. About a week, almost a week and a half later, and that video was more or less me talking about what you got when you join this affiliate program. Like, they're going to send you this in the mail. This is how the compensation plan works, blah, 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 blah. So it was more educational, right? So, cause I'm like, okay, what I'm going to show people what they're going to get. This is my thinking back then. I'm like, I'm going to show people I'm an expert. I don't know anything about this stuff, but it makes sense. But if I make more and more content, people might see me as an authority figure, and maybe a lot of people might want to join me. So that's what started to happen. So, and again, it wasn't even, at that point, I only had like a couple videos. And I was sharing that content like on Facebook, on my Facebook wall, a couple Facebook groups that I was a part of, those make money online groups or whatever. So I was kind of posting, because again, on my channel at that time, subscribers, 2 or 0. I don't even remember. It wasn't, because remember, I never really was promoting or building a YouTube channel. I had one, but I never really did anything with it. So I didn't have any subscribers. So when I uploaded, it wasn't like I was getting a lot of views. And I kind of knew that from being a part of that community. They said, hey, if you're starting, if you make a video, promote it as well. So send out a text message to people that just so you can start getting some engagement from people that you already know, right? Hey, go to my channel, subscribe to it. If you like the video, comment, I appreciate it. So that's really all I was doing. And it wasn't anything like I was like all in either. I wasn't like all in. I'm just like, I'm still working, raising the kids, doing everything else or whatever. And, but what started to happen, I remember one day I was at work, and I get a message on my phone. It was early because at that time I was at a retail store, and once a month, every month we would do inventory. So we would be at work like 5 in the morning or whatever because we got to inventory the whole store, right? So about 6:37 Central Time, I get a message from some guy in, I think, New York or Manhattan somewhere, right? And he said, "Hey, if this is Steve with this company, I got a couple questions. I saw your YouTube video. Call me if you can." So I had a minute. I told these people I was working with, I said, "Hey, I'm gonna step outside really quickly. I'll be right back. I'll take this call." I called him, and he just had a couple questions about the program. And next thing you know, we talked, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes. It wasn't even long or whatever, but he liked the program. He said, "Yeah, okay, when I get home, I'm gonna go ahead and sign up." I'm like, "Okay, cool." Hung up. I guess it was, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 minutes later, he texts me, say, "Hey, I'm already in." I'm like, whoa. I'm like, I got a sale from somebody I don't even know out of state that signed up because they saw one of my YouTube videos that I did not like. It was a cringe video, right? And you know, if you don't know what a cringe video is, you make a video and you upload it and you look at it, you like cringe, like, ooh. I didn't like the video, but he liked the video. He was like, "Hey, I like what you're talking about. You know, you seem very nonchalant, and it wasn't like you was like trying to oversell it or anything. You just talking about your experience." Authentic video. Okay. It was just an authentic video. I would just keep it on 100. Like, "Hey, this is what's going on. I don't know what's going on, but I'm in." Told some people they liked it too. It made sense. This is what you get, blah, 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 blah. So you see what I'm saying? So it was really along those lines. It wasn't, "Well, what did you say?" I don't know what I said. I just was talking. There was no plan. There was no script. It was just raw, okay, off the cuff, off the top of the dome. And it wasn't even a long video. The video was like maybe, if I can remember, maybe 4 or 5 minutes. It wasn't even a long video at all. It wasn't long like this video, right? So that was not that was the first one that I can remember. That was the first one that I got made some money from a video that I made that someone saw on YouTube. And then it started happening like every other day. Then I would get another message. But what was interesting though, some people would reach out first. Then I started noticing a lot of them weren't even reaching out. They were just signing up, being like, "Oh, I made another sale." And I knew where it was coming from. It was coming from YouTube. That's the only reason it would have to happen, was that because it started to scale up. It was happening like every other day. Then it was happening every day. Somebody was enrolling into that program. At that point, we were in transition from Frisco, Texas, which is where we used to live, transitioning to Las Vegas. And so I was going to be working at a store here in Las Vegas, and that's a whole nother video. But so during that transition, I get here to Vegas. Keep in mind, wasn't like I was making a whole bunch of money or whatever. I'm making $200-300 a week or whatever at that time. I'm at a hotel. Family's still in Dallas because I got to find a house and all that kind of stuff or whatever. And then they would come, maybe I think it was about 3 or 4 weeks later. So I'm in a hotel. I said, okay, let me make another video, kind of share what we're doing. At this point, we've been in maybe about a month. So we kind of, I kind of know a little bit what's going on about the company, what you get, because I made some money already, definitely over at that point. Definitely well over $1,000 for sure. Easy. So I'm feeling a lot confident. So I say, you know what, let me make another video before I go to work today. I'm in the hotel room. So I make another video, my third video, right? Make that little video, just kind of talking about what you get if you get connected with us. We'll give you this, we'll give you that, we'll help you with that, this, that, and the other thing, right? And that was my third video. Then I started working here in Vegas, and cool, very, very cool crew, different culture in that store compared to the one in Texas. And it was okay. But what was happening while I was at work, I kept getting calls and messages and people wanting to enroll and people having questions and people signing up every day. It got to the point to where I'm like, then we just started making more money than I was making on my job. So, and it was all being fed by YouTube. All of it. All because of YouTube. Because my views were going up, my subscriber list was going up because I would get these emails. This person just subscribed. This person just subscribed. And again, well, like I had a whole bunch of videos. Okay. Of course, the algorithm was a little bit different at that point too as well. But I started getting all these subscribers. I didn't even have a library of videos, but I had authentic videos, and it wasn't even a bunch of videos. So I made that third video when I was at the hotel, and then I made some other ones after that. And then it got to the point I was like, I had a conversation with my wife. I'm like, babe, I think I'm making more. I'm making more now because she had moved, was going to get another job here in Vegas. So she didn't have a job at the time because we both quit, there. And she had a couple of interviews lined up, but we just started making more money than we were making when we were both working full time. And I'm like, I'm doing this part time. Like, I got to go, when I go to work, I can't really work the business. I got my phone, I can message a few people here and there, but I got a lot to do when I go to work. And I can't really focus. If I could just focus 100% on what we're doing online and with these videos on YouTube and everything, man, I think we could really take it to the next level. Now, mind you, I didn't think that until we started getting results. Now, some people will be like, well, hey, without no results, hey, I just want to quit my job and just do YouTube. No, don't do that. Okay. I didn't initially do that. This was about 3 months in. We had consistently been getting paid, making money from some of the things that we were promoting online. And I knew based off of that 90-day period that if I could dedicate most of my time, we could crush it. We could crush it because I had the evidence of just showing what we've been doing part-time. I'm like, yeah, we making a little bit of money. We ain't rich, but we making some money, for sure, but we ain't rich. We ain't finna go out and get a Bentley or nothing like that, but we making some money. We making some full-time money, and I'm putting in a part-time effort. It's pretty much all we were doing. Okay. But we could really do it if I had all my time. So we prayed about it through a lot of discussion. I went to work one day and I said, hey, I'm going to do this. I'm just going to dedicate, I'm going to focus on our business. And because my mom was sick and everything as well, and I felt like I could make more money and help her out, which we did actually. I could help her out more if I had all my time with this online, making money online thing, right? And wow, that was a long time ago. And that's how it went down. I told them I didn't want to burn that bridge. So I had like a 2-week notice and everything. I didn't want to burn the bridge. So, because I was like, well, I don't want to burn it because I might have to come back to it. So this was mid to late September of 2012. So when I left and I did the exit interview and all that with HR and all that stuff, because I'm like, and they were like, okay, well, you're eligible to come back. If you ever wanted to come back to T-Mobile, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, cool. Okay, cool. So we're out here in Las Vegas. We ain't got no family out here. It's just us and our unit and the kids and stuff. So, and I was like, okay, now I got to get to work. And at that point, I went all in on YouTube, started making videos, training videos, all that stuff. And I told my wife, I'm like, well, we've seen what's happened over the last 90 days. Let's give it to, let's say, the end of December, going into the next, the new year. If it doesn't seem like it's like really working out, then I'll just go back to work. And then you can just get a job and we can just kind of do this stuff on the side or whatever. But we didn't have to. It just, every month was more money. Every month we made more money than the previous month. Every month, we went through the holidays and all that. And we kind of looked at it. I'm like, I remember us kind of, having a discussion one day. We were out eating at IHOP and we were just talking about it, looking at the numbers. I'm like, I don't think we need to go back to work. I mean, I could go back, I can reach out and go through that process and, go back, but I'm not going to make this kind of money at my job. And even then we weren't rich or anything. We hadn't even cracked 5 figures a month at that point. But I was like, I'm making more money than I was making. We're making more money now than we both made combined on both of our jobs just doing this internet YouTube thing. And so we decided, hey, let's just keep going. So we just kept going, started adding other streams of income, started, making more and more videos, doing more even on other platforms like Facebook and stuff like that. And a lot's happened since then. We've learned a lot. There's been a lot of great ups. We've made a lot of money, helped a lot of people make a lot of money. There's been ups and downs in business, just like, everything is business is business. But the one thing that's definitely been consistent through our whole journey and career is YouTube. As long as we are creating content, things keep coming in place. Opportunities keep showing themselves because we're creating content. If you are not on YouTube, you are missing out on a huge, huge opportunity that can change everything that you ever thought was possible for you. Real talk. If it was not for YouTube, okay, because some people are like, well, what was the company? The company don't even matter. It don't even matter what it was and how much all that doesn't matter, because without YouTube, we would have never made the money. We would have never got the exposure, because the people that allowed us to scale up came from YouTube. It was all through YouTube. And even today, a lot of what we do is based around YouTube. And even here recently, I've got a renewed focus on YouTube. So if you're wanting to do something big and you have a gift, and we all have a gift, God has given you some value, a gift that you can share with everybody. The best platform, in my opinion, that's going to allow you to be you and be authentic and reach millions of people is YouTube. And all you got to do is so simple. People make it so hard, but it's so simple. All you got to do is press record. That's all you got to do. Press record or press go live. It's all you got to do, but you got to do it consistently. You got to show up. You got to show up. And if you show up, you're going to show out. But you got to be consistent, and you can do it. And I just wanted to kind of tell that story because it's real. We experienced it and lived through it and still experiencing a lot when it comes to YouTube. And of course, YouTube has evolved and it's made updates and changes and all that kind of stuff over the years. And it's going to continue to do that. That's never going to change. I think the opportunity is so wide open for you if you're wanting to do something big. So I encourage you, if your whole thing is to get off your job, hey, YouTube can definitely help you to do that as well. And there's other platforms like TikTok, and they all have their place. But the one thing that's been most consistent over the years since the beginning, and even other expert, marketers would tell you this, or content creators would tell you this, YouTube definitely has the highest ROI for sure, because you can create long form content. People really connect with long form content, and it creates buyers and it really can help build a very strong, engaged audience. That's one thing I love about YouTube, and it works. It definitely does work. But all you got to do, you just got to get over the fear of just hitting record. You can do it. The great thing is, it doesn't have to be perfect right now. What's hot on YouTube right now is who can be the most authentic. And meaning, what does that really mean? It just means just being you. Through all your quirks, all your misspoken words, all that stuff, it does it. That's what people relate to now, is that. So lean into your authenticity and just tell your story. And maybe, just maybe, you may be able to inspire someone else, and not just one person, but several people, hundreds of people, thousands, tens of thousands, some hundreds of thousands over time through your hard work and consistency, just looking into a camera. And you could just start with your phone. Just start with your phone. So if you got any doubts, don't. I'm telling you what I know. I went through it. I was there with no subscribers, no whatever, no reputation on anything other than at my job. But online and all that stuff, none. And you know what? All I did, I just started making content, and I did not stop. And because of YouTube, has allowed us to stay self-employed, right? I'm unemployable right now. Unemployable. It's really hard for me it'd be hard. It would really be hard. I'm not saying that if I got to do what I got to do or whatever, but you know what I mean? But I'm just telling you right now, I'm just so used to my freedom. It would be really hard for me to do, especially knowing all the different ways that you can make money now. There's way more opportunity to make money now than it was back in 2012. Way more ways on how you can make money now. Especially with social media and gig work and all these different things or whatever. There's just so much opportunity. But if you really want to scale to full-time money and really build something that can be everlasting, man, go hard on your YouTube channel. Start creating content and just don't stop. That's all I got, guys. Hope this helped. I look forward to seeing your videos. Talk to you soon. Peace.